Hi, this is John from FlatCatGear. Earlier this week, we introduced the Ocelot Windscreen system for canister top stoves. So today, we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into one of the more popular stoves. This is the BRS 3000T. Now, before we go into the Ocelot design, let's talk a little bit about the BRS 3000T. It is probably the highest volume selling little canister top stove out there, mainly due to the price and the weight. You can buy this stove for about $17 and it weighs under an ounce. I think it's like 29 grams. So it's very, very popular. It's so popular, in fact, that people have been knocking off the design. So there are a lot of clones, there's a lot of knockoffs, but not the original BRS. So here's a diagram that shows you how to identify what a true BRS 3000T looks like, and here's a couple of knockoffs. Now, while the stove is popular, there's a couple of fundamental things you need to understand about the stove. One, through numerous evaluations, I'll show you some results from Gear Labs. The stove efficiency isn't quite as good as other stoves. I know it's popular, but here are some of the test results from Gear Lab, and it's on the lower end of the spectrum. Coupled with that, there's a certain amount of sensitivity to the wind, and that comes from the design of the burner head itself. One of the things you'll notice is there's actually a fair gap between the burner head and the bottom of the pot. And what that does is it allows the flame profile to be sensitive to the wind. So here's a video I'm going to show you. The flame profile in calm weather looks great. But we turn the fan on, we get up to just over 2 mile an hour wind, and you can see it drastically changes the performance of the BRS 3000T. In fact, if you take a look at our wind tunnel results, we were typically running our wind tunnel at a little over 3 miles per hour. But at 2 miles an hour, we were really consuming a lot of fuel and couldn't get a boil at 3 miles an hour. So that is one of the reasons of all the stoves that we've tested so far, the BRS 3000T is the most sensitive to the wind. And the reality is, this is probably the #1 windscreen configuration we're getting orders for, hands down. A lot of people are having problems with it. So it goes to show that there's a significant market for the Ocelot system, and it significantly improves the performance of the BRS 3000T. So let me, we'll do an unboxing, show you how to assemble it, and show you a little bit more test data. So this is the Snow Peak 700 mug, and inside you've got everything you need to put the Ocelot BRS 3000 together. You can see I put a 4-ounce fuel canister in there. Got the burner plate, windscreen, and the BRS 3000. The first thing we're going to do is assemble the windscreen, and it's got a pin and slot configuration. That's just to help hold it in place while you put the burner plate on. Again, the burner plate, stick the nose in, hook the 2 feet on the bottom, rotate it down, and snap it in place. Hold the tabs with your fingers. Make sure you can slip an arm in. Get the legs all in there. And then rotating all 3 slots in at once. And that's how you assemble the Ocelot for the BRS 3000.